What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out waiting on the stream. So start for those who kept the replay, though. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications with these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So I got a few things came my way. Had no clue this was coming. New Ma Nature from Micallef. I know nothing about it. Bottle looks cool on the... I have, two others with this bottle, but that green looks cool. So and considering the name and the background, I'm guessing it's an earthy green kind of fragrance. I don't know. I haven't looked at the notes, but yeah. No idea what's coming. Thank you. Sometimes when you work with people in the past and they have your P.O. box or your address, they just send the shit. It happens sometimes. Such as my old friend, Sammy Andraus. These I'm excited about. I have looked at the notes on this not long ago when he first announced it, and I was like, ooh, I'd like that one. So we're trying Mango Land first. Just throwing that out there. Andraus Parfums. Shout out to Sammy Andraus. But sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Even with Sammy. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you guys I don't like it. The likelihood's pretty low. Most fragrances smell good, but I don't know. We'll see what it is whenever it is. Cinque Terre. Gotta say it kind of Italian the best I can. My Italian accent's terrible. I get it. But from Mancera. Why is that not focusing? There we go. Love it. Love it. The first impressions rating of an 8 in this morning's video. That's growing after wearing it. Because the first impression was yesterday. I filmed that yesterday evening. Had it on for several hours after that. Typical Mancera performance, by the way. We'll be doing a full review in like a week or so. I want to wear it a few times first, but man, this is good. Me and the wife both agree. This is one of their best aquatics. Very piney green. The pine green hangs the whole time, and then it transitions to not as earthy as you would think, but the moss comes out more when it dries down. But it's a lot of musk, sea salt. It's aquatic, citrus at the top. You get a touch of sweet powder from the tonka bean, just a little bit noticeable, but it transitions more into a soft musk amber with still the green elements and a touch of the salt, and it loses a lot of the aquatic element of it, but it maintains a little bit of the salt, so it's technically a little bit of marine still. This is good. This is really good. I quite like it. Like I said in my shorts video for my sin of the day, I don't recommend you buy it from overseas at full retail. It's not so good that you need to do that. I just really wanted to get it soon. Wait for it to come to the States and hit the discounters like we normally do. This was a rare exception where I was like, I just got to have it now. So I bought it at full retail from overseas, so you don't have to. Please don't. I mean, do what you want. Le Maison du Parfum. Look them up. They're in Belgium. Have at it. They got 60 mLs and 120 mLs if y'all want to. It's $166 US is the conversion and $23 shipping. I paid $189. If you want to do that for a Mancera, you go ahead with your bad self. I did it. I don't recommend you do it. I do really like it. I'm happy with my purchase. But I'm always trying to look out for you guys too. It's not that serious. Don't feel like you got to buy it from overseas. Now, if you want a great shipping experience, I ordered it Saturday night. It shipped Monday. I got it Wednesday. Fragrance Buy, Fragrance Net, Sloma Shop. Y'all suck compared to that. Oh my. Literally 2 days. It processed. I bought it at night on the weekend, in the middle of the weekend. It shipped first thing Monday morning my time. I had a tracking number at like 5:45 in the morning. I was doing my morning cardio. I just got to the elliptical. And first thing I do, I check my emails. I check social media, my emails with my morning cardio. And I had tracking right then there. It was like 2 minutes old, the email. Said estimated Wednesday. I was like, no way. At my door, 2 p.m. Central Wednesday. Shout outs to Le Maison du Parfum and, surprisingly, FedEx International. I paid $23 for shipping coming from overseas, and I'll be damned if I didn't get what I felt was my money's worth on my shipping. So, take it a soft live stream clap. So, we're 5 minutes in. We got almost 70 people. Niche fragrances, don't expect a big crowd. I expect the core. I'm always happy with just having the core. Hit that thumbs up on the way in. Let's get caught up. We'll get started around like 15-minute mark because we're 5 minutes in. So trying to get caught up with you guys. I haven't worn that in a long time. It used to be my favorite until the Cologne flanker came into my life. That's my second favorite now. It's good though. French Defense. Oof. Yeah, catch the replay. Do what you got to do. John's wearing Assad. Good stuff. Jason, good to see you, sir. Paradise Gardens, warm Alabama day. Shares similarities. Costa Azura. It's in that family. It's much more salty, but the green element, it's not. It's woody, but it's not woody like Costa Azura is. Like that oak note's pretty dominant. But they're coastal, that Italian type of stuff. Yeah, like they're not the same fragrance, but of the same vein and vibe and all that. Yeah, they definitely. So because of that, there's some redundancy here, even though they're not the same exact fragrance. But if you like that style fragrance, you'll definitely like this. You see how I'm enjoying it. Costa Azura is my favorite Tom Ford. So there you go. Yeah, very Mediterranean. Yeah, very much. Thank you, sir. And Oud Maracuja, you smell great. Mr. M.A. Styles wearing the original Spice Bomb, a men's classic at this stage. Great choice. Manny, good to see you. Desora Oasis Mist. I still haven't bought it. I need to get around to it. Baltimore Big Man, long time no see. Hollister Jake, nice fresh cheapie, indeed. Wearing Desea Toxic L'intense. I need to revisit that one. That's one of my favorite niche releases of the year. I need to get back to it. I'm always trying new shit. Stuff gets on the back burner so quickly. It's a good one too. Scent of the Evening, Thameen Fanfare. I don't know if I've tried that one from Thameen. It's really nice citrus and floral. Perfect for the last 70+ degree day in NYC. Giussette's Le Gourmand, Joma Shop, Ship My Boss Absolute today as promised. Well, hell yeah. Good for I'm glad they did the right thing by you. It's great. I hope you enjoy it. Percy, good to see you. Wearing Hawas Black. Great fragrance. That was a good release this year. Monster performer, man. Gentleman Reserve Privé. Man, there's an argument for that being the best one not named Society Extreme. Just saying. Because I would have said that's probably the best one before I got Society Extreme. Aqua Senziale Blue. That's an all-time great to me anyways. Juan, good to see you, sir. Strong with you. Amber. What an absolute banger. Yeah, and it's slept on too. It doesn't get much love. Sauvage EDP for Cody. Always smelling good. Really did chat my ass putting this at 20. Come on. Now. That don't really bother you. You're just trying to be funny because I get it. You like Intenso. It's my least favorite Dolce & Gabbana that I have. Doesn't make it bad. It's just something's got to take up the caboose when you're ranking stuff, right? It's just what it is. Just like I don't think I have a single bad Mancera fragrance, but when I did the top 40, something had to be number 40. It's just how it works. Something's got to be number 40. Kajal Lamar. Now that's best in class, best of house. Blue de Chanel EDP. You definitely can't go wrong with that. Kix Griffey, my main man. Why did it not pin it when I clicked it? Hez Parfums Blue Dog. It is Kix Griffey approved. FWO Wolfpack for life. Yak Mob. Driving and listening. Do not wreck the car. And do not wear red in your neighborhood, as we discussed the other day. Best see walk your ass back in that house like we talked about now. And right now, my guy is laughing his ass off. What's going on, my man? Guerlain Vetiver. That is an actual classic, like for a long, long time, for many, many years. I don't do monthly donations. I don't have that issue with my shirts. What kind of cheap ass clothes do you buy? Or like just ridiculous, like a 5-year-old taking his shirt off? Is that why your necklines look like that? Or you like children? Like, yeah, when I was a little kid, I would do that, but I'm a grown big boy adult man. I don't take my shirts off like that and fuck my clothes up. Percival, come on now. I do constantly. I haven't been buying as much clothes lately, but here and there I get stuff. Today I got an order in from Chalkline just in time for leg day tomorrow. I got some of the Shawn Michaels shorts, and got some joggers too. I got Mind Games from '97. I got the joggers, and then is it In Your House 95? The shorts I got. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're inspired by his old trunks from the '90s. The best Shawn Michaels ring attire when he had the broken hearts on him. Finally bit the bullet. My cousin's been having some of the shorts. Last time I was in Homa, he had them on. He's like, "You jealous?" I said, "You fucking right, I'm jealous." So I finally bit the bullet and bought some. So that'll be what I'm wearing to leg day. For those of you that follow my fitness IG, you will see a post of me wearing those shorts tomorrow. So I'm just giving you a hard time, Percival. You'd have to take your shirt off from the neck to do that, or again, I go back to being a kid doing this all the time. Yeah, you're gonna fuck your neckline. I mean, it's not gonna do it to this shirt. It's polyester, but That's how you bacon neck a t-shirt. I don't do shit like that, man. Not since I was a very, very, very young man. Yeah, I don't. Now I make it a point to get rid of clothes because I just have so much. After it's been a couple of years, like, all right, this out of style. Like, these don't go out of style, but certain t-shirts, it's like, I've worn those enough. Time to move on from those. Halloween man shop, good stuff. My man Josh. So Josh, based on our conversation, I don't know if you noticed in this morning's video, that was 4K 24 frames per second. You brought up 24 FPS, and I was like, you know what? I've never filmed in 24 FPS. Let me check it out. And you know what? I really liked the visual. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. I normally do 4K 30. I really liked 4K 24. That's what it's on right now. It's on the stream. It's not going to be the same. It's showing up 1080p for you guys, and the bandwidth is controlling the quality and resolution. But thank you for that, Josh. L'Homme EDP, beautiful fragrance. I think slept on, great for this time of year. Dior Homme Cologne, our weather is bipolar. Most people. Beach Life, good to see you. We're not doing politics here, sir. I'm happy for the country. For those that are upset, it's okay, you know, but we're not doing the politic thing. We're going to try to be sensitive. Everybody's different. Everybody's got their feelings. That's the most divisive thing in the fucking world we could talk about. So we're not going to talk about that. Versace Mano Fresh. You do smell good, though. You do smell really good. Forever. Forever. I take care of my shit, man. Sounds like you don't take care of nothing. I take care of my shit. You don't take care of nothing. Nothing. I got hats that I've had since I was a teenager. I've got certain flat bill hats since I was a teenager. I have a hat collection. I look at a collection as something that's ongoing and ever growing. Yeah. I don't get rid of any of my hats. Even the ones I wear to the gym and sweat my ass off in all the time, I wash them every so often. I got the bent bill hat rack that goes in the laundry, and then I have the flat bill one. And then most of the time I'll do top rack of the dishwasher if I'm just doing one hat. If it's not like really bad, because they typically don't get really bad, because that cleans it pretty well without it having to tumble around to mess up the shape. Little tip. Top rack without it on like sanitized, because it's super, super hot. You don't want to do that with your hats. And it depends on the material. If it's cotton, you don't want to do that. But if it's a polyester hat, totally fine. Acrylic hats, you don't want to do that with. But the polyester hats, which are this is a polyester hat. Top rack of the dishwasher by itself. With just a little bit of dishwashing liquid, just a little drop, because it's all you need. It'll clean it up. A little tip and trick for you guys. Good to see you. Tipping my bartender, scent of the day, Halloween Man X. Your Armani, strong with you intensely. So we got 2 strong with you flankers in the chat. We got 100 people in the chat speaking up. Appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Just a little quick check. We're 13 minutes in. We're about to get this party started. I'm going to have to skip down a little bit here and say, we only got 39 likes and we got 100 people watching. Come on now. How y'all going to do me like that? Come on now. Mancera Sicily, that's a great fragrance. Yellow floral, citruses, and fruits. Why sell myself Le Parfum? Solid fragrance. What's going on, Rafe? How are you, sir? Great live yesterday. I was in and out with Spencer. I know you were live with Spencer. I was back and forth. Barista and Man 42, scent of the night. African leather. On Pine Note, ordered some Pinot Silvestri shower gel off Amazon because it was on sale. Smells like fresh cut pine. Now, I bet that does smell good as a shower gel. I'll bet. Let's see. We're going to have to skip down a little bit, guys. Luis, good to see you. Let's see what kind of double whammy he's got going. Oh, shit. Fahrenheit Aqua, rubbing it in. And then Seraphim Red. All right. I feel like you like, I don't, maybe this is me wanting to think this, but I know Ross is going to like pump my head up on my fragrance choices if I hit him with 2 good ones. I'm going to wear 2 really good ones again today. I'm starting to feel like that's a thing with you and I. Am I reading too much into that? Or are you just that guy? It just works out that way. Could be that too, right? Good to see you, Luis. Great choices. Dino, Mont Blanc Individual. Good to see you, sir. Soul Bama Guy Jones. Blue Dish, we got another one in the chat with Blue Dish EDP on this South Louisiana rainy day. It's a classic. Man, that's all time great, not just a classic. I've never smelled Fahrenheit Aqua. I'm kind of jealous. I've heard it's really freaking good. So Nazi Silver, great Boss Bottled Intense EDP clone. Okay, so guys, I apologize. I'm going to skip down. I got to look for Percival's response too, because I've been giving him a hard time. I want to see what he says. So damn, I got to skip. Yeah, they've been getting it back and forth. The last couple of weeks, they've been getting it in stock pretty regularly. And of course, they're going to have a great Black Friday sale. I got the details. I can't share them yet, but I got the details for when tongue twister Black Friday rolls around. They're going to have a good sale going. Obviously, I'll have a haul video and give the details. I'll buy some fragrances for it. So, all right, Spencer, speaking of Spencer, good to see you, sir. Diorum 2020, excellent choice. Ever thought of starting a Discord? Not really, because we have the Facebook group if you guys want to do that. Novice Knows, good to see you, sir. Game of Spades wild card, awesome Lafayette Street interpretation. Laughing causes crazy. No, don't wreck. Don't wreck. Now I know where I'm at. Don't feel the need to respond. You're driving a car, sir. The automobile is in motion. Unless you're in bumper-to-bumper traffic, don't put yourself at risk over talking to me. Come on now. Let's see. All right, so we're at the bottom. Oh, Absolute is my favorite designer release of the year. That and Society Extreme. It's between those. Boston Sin Elixir got bumped down to third. Something also didn't know you fuck with Two Live Crew. Like, oh, yeah, man. Look, ever since we talked about it the other day, and then the next day that shit was on TikTok in my feed, that's all I see on TikTok now. Let me show you what's been added to the top of my liked playlist because I haven't listened to them in a while. Come on, load real quick. Right at the top, we got Do I Diddy, Face Down, Ass Up, Pop That Pussy. Randomly on TikTok, Back to the Hotel popped up from In Too Deep. I haven't heard that in forever. I was like, wow, unlock a memory. So I went jump on there and put that on the list. Yes, I thought of you. The last shirt came in Saturday. I need to do the video. I finally have everything, and we're already a week into the month. Veterans Day is next week. Yeah, it looked so much better, man. Like the colors were richer, I found. You wouldn't think a frame rate would have anything to do with that, but I'll be damned. Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Because that's what everybody's been trying to talk about. I'm like, one of my first, early subscribers kept putting Trump 2024 in a comment, and that's a blocked word because I don't allow the political stuff on here. And so it goes to approval, and I delete it. And after the third time, he's like, you're ignoring. I deserve better. Would you vote for Harris? And I was like, all right, dude, don't come back. Now we're going there. So, yeah, like I do that so we don't have unnecessary, honestly, ridiculous arguments and stuff. So that's why I don't do that stuff. I actually blocked any words related to that. So it goes to approval. Like I got to approve the comment and everything. So, because I feel it's best. So that's why I say that, because I literally had an issue with a guy yesterday, a longtime subscriber who got mad I wasn't letting him parade around saying all the stuff he wanted to say. So this isn't what this place is for. So anybody listening, if you happen to be listening, that's not what we're doing here. Decided Tuesday night she finally understands potty training. No more accidents on the floor, in the car, on the couch. She finally got, well, you get a soft live stream clap. That is good news. Congratulations. Congratulations, my man. Potty training sucks and no more. Dylan Blue, signature rosé. Oh my God. Yeah, lovely's an understatement. Al Harmine Tobacco Edition. I love the clove and star anise. Let's see. Aloha Peeps. PDM Greenlee. Great choice. Great choice. So we about to go ahead and get ready. We're about to hit 20 minutes at this point. King Maximus by Making Sense. Scent of the Night, Plum Coy by Making Sense. A lot of Michael Dinsmore love here in the chat. I like it. So we're going with Mango Land first. Take a wild guess with this focused around. That's right, mango. So shout out to Sammy. This is his niche fragrances. This isn't the clone fragrances. This is his niche stuff. His originals that he's got a master perfumer for. I think it's Christian Carbonell. I believe it's the perfumer. Nope, Vincent Record. I don't want to look at the notes. I have looked at them before, but I don't remember them distinctly. But yeah, there's perfumer. So I know he worked with Christian before. Let me put that down. I don't want to check. So here we have it, Mango Land. Let's give it a little spritz over here on the hand. 2 sprays ought to be plenty. Whew. Okay, that is photorealistic mango. There's something else going here too. It's very rich, juicy, biting into mango and something like a red fruit. Mango and something red. I don't know why I'm getting red without saying a flavor or a type of fruit. Is that plum? It smells like it could be plum. Mango and plum? That's weird. Smells good though. And maybe apple? Very fruity. Super fruity. Like very mouth-watering. Fruity, fruity, fruity. And a bit aquatic and a little musky. Clean, clean musk. Not real salty, but watery. This is good stuff. Very unisex. Anybody can wear this. I don't think there's a masculine or feminine lean to this whatsoever. There's something else developing. Some kind of green citrus too. All right, we'll pull up the notes instead of doing the note card. Let's pull up Parfums. They don't have that one. Well, I guess we'll pull up the card that's right here. Top notes: bergamot, pomelo, and melon. Mango and ginger. So melon and mango is what I'm getting. Musk, ambroxan, crystal moss. Well, all right. Bergamot, pomelo, melon, mango, ginger, musk, ambroxan, crystal moss. Because there's this green element coming in. So I guess a little bit of the moss, but it's also, I guess, maybe pomelo and bergamot, because I was thinking of green citrus or something like that. So maybe pomelo and bergamot. But immediately when I first sprayed it, it was all like apparently melon and mango. Couldn't tell what the other fruit was, but clear mango. Mango's the leader here, hence why it's in the name. Really good. Mind-blowingly good? No, definitely not. It's not like reinventing the wheel on tropical fruits, but it's really good. It's a really safe fragrance. I can't imagine anybody not liking this fragrance. I think that gives it a real good, great rating, 8 out of 10 type of move here. Great fragrance. Not anything that's like so original. Like I said, it's not reinventing the wheel on tropical fruits, but it's really well done. You can tell it's some quality oils here. It's so juicy too. Keeps making my mouth water when I smell it. Yeah, bravo. Sammy, I don't know if you're going to see this. I don't know if you're currently watching. I didn't tag him on Instagram or anything, but this is really good. Mango Land. Super juicy fruit. A little aquatic, a touch of green. Pretty straightforward to what the notes say. Pretty damn good. I like it. Put that in the win column. Very, very much the vibe of where I live. Because for being a regular town in the United States, it's pretty tropical and exotic for the most part. Being over here on the Emerald Coast out in PCB, it's beautiful is an understatement for where I live. It's amazing. So let me get caught up real quick because I know we're not too far down, and then we'll dive into another one. I guess we'll go back and forth. We'll do the Micallef fragrance next. I had got it from Fragrance Buy. I don't know if they currently have it in stock. Paid like $65 for a 50 ml. It is not in stock currently. So yeah, just gotta, I would recommend heading over here, clicking that, and click notify me. Because the 100 ml was like 94 or something like that, and I paid like 65, I think. 65 or 68, something like that for the 50 ml when I bought it. That's what I would recommend doing. And of course, go through my link. So when you happen to in the future, if you do it within the next 30 days, I will earn a small commission. I sure would appreciate that. As far as anybody else having it in stock, I don't know, because that's where I got mine. I buy most of my stuff from them. Good to see you, Kara. I'm glad you popped up because I have a trip to the post office over the next couple of days, and I'm going to be sending something your way. I got my hands on your address. I'm going to send you a little surprise. A little surprise I'm sending your way that I'm pretty confident you will very much enjoy. Speaking of Iris, you're wearing a great fragrance, Le Male Parfum. Beautiful, powdered, warm, rich, spicy amber, cardamom amber with that super powdered Iris and tonka bean combo. But I got something heading your way. The next Chris Bumstead. You ain't talking about me. I damn sure ain't that. That's not me, man. My physique ain't that. Definitely not. BDK Grease Charnel. Good to see you, Mike. Which one, the EDP or the X-Straight? Thibodeau LA checking in. Hell yeah, man. God bless you. Go, where do I want to say for you to go eat? Why am I drawing a blank? We've eaten there so many freaking times. Damn it, not Flanagan's. It's on the tip of my tongue. Starts with a P. God, what the... Well, I was going to say something that only you would know. I always get fried fish. Known for the hush puppies. Why am I drawing a blank? Why am I drawing a blank? That damn it. Hold on. So mad right now. Not Flanagan. Polites. Jesus. I knew it started with B. Why couldn't I get it off the tip of my tongue? Go have a great meal at Polites. God dang. I screwed that all up. I messed it all up. But I'm sure you're laughing right now. You probably knew exactly I was talking about Polites. So, yeah, there's that. Only you and I know. I'm assuming only you and I in this chat know what that is. So, I couldn't tell you how many times I've eaten there in my life, and I'm just drawing a damn blank. It's almost like an earworm. Like it's right there, and I can't pinpoint it. It was on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, I looked like a dumbass. So, Shop and Cardinal Fragrance Net consists of Amber Oud Gold, Mont Blanc Explorer, Cedrat Boisé, The Intense, Ambassador, Club de Nuit, Tiziana Terenzi Kirk. And for good measure, you got another version of Herba Pura hanging out over there. That's a hell of a card right there, man. That's a hell of a card. You're kind of hitting the spectrum of variety. Some approachable, affordable niche stuff. Hell yeah, man. Good job. It's a hell of a haul. Opposio EDP, less online than Burlington. Probably one of my best finds. Hell yeah. It is my absolute favorite designer release of the year. It's very creamy, leathery, resinous, smoky. It even comes across a bit boozy. It's beautiful. It's a must try. I think it's their best Boss bottle. I think it's better than the Elixir. It's the best Boss bottle. It doesn't really smell like Boss bottle either. Neither does the Elixir. But it's amazing. Hugo Mann, classic. Not anytime soon. He is traveling the world right now, sir. He is going to be all over for 2 weeks, then coming back home for a week. Then he's going to be gone for another 2 or 3 weeks after that. George is doing a bunch of travel. I'm sure when the private line fragrance comes out sooner than later, I'm sure I'll have him on like I usually do. Just know that before the year ends, his first Privé fragrance is coming out. Can't say too much, but usually I have him on whenever he has a new fragrance, usually that week or the following week. So we'll have him on. We'll have him on. Boss Triumph Elixir, speaking of one of the Boss bottle flankers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, all right, let's dive into this one. I just assume green. Dear Ross, enjoy My Nature from Secret of Love collection. With love. I'm not going to throw their name out here, but that's the rep I deal with in Micallef team. So here we go. I appreciate the random gift. And yeah, it was free. It doesn't mean it's good. I just love when people assume that or run with that shit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anybody that thinks that about me, I don't think they've ever really watched me. So Like the color scheme we got going here with that metallic gold and then gold print going around. Color scheme's nice. It'll be a pain in the ass to come out, huh? All right. There we go. Whoop. I knew that book was going to come out. It always does. Come with a little booklet on everything. But I was right. The bottle's beautiful. You can see through it. It's an emerald green. It is translucent. You guys won't be able to see it because there's no light shining directly through it. But because I have another sweet oud fragrance in this bottle that's absolutely stunning. And I'm starting to get to the, eventually, it was 92 today. Eventually, I'll get back to, I had 1 week of weather. I could wear stuff like that. Right now is not that weather. It's, I wore an aquatic today for a reason. But this is stunning. The green and gold. I think money when I see green and gold, a la polo green. So let's see what they're working with here. I couldn't tell you the first note in this fragrance. I have absolutely. Ooh, it is earthy and green. I smelled it that much, but I've never looked at, I didn't even know this existed. Oh shit. This ain't for everybody. Oh my. Okay. That is very green is what we'll say. Coniferous, earthy, a little funky. It is radiating up. My arm is at my side. My hand is on my lap. It is like it's right under my nose. This stuff is super strong. Like, you know how I've talked about how Into the Wild's crazy earthy and it's an adventure. Kind of feeling like that about this. Kind of like Deep Forest from Mancera. Like I put it in the family with those fragrances. Now, this does smell of great quality. I expect these things from Micallef, but I don't even like want to bring my arm up because I'm smelling it nonstop. It's a little sweet, but it's funky green and earthy. Very coniferous. I get the whole pine cone thing. There's something really charming about it when you bring it up close, though. What is that? Is that castoreum? It works in some fragrances. I know some people freak out when they hear that. The beaver glands. In some fragrances, it really adds character. It really does, guys. Think Dark Rebel from John Barbados. That's a fucking masterpiece. It's got a hefty castoreum note in it. Into the Wild does as well. It's amazing, just challenging. I bet that's what this is. This is so not for everybody. This is niche. This is a select group of people. This is more of a challenge for my taste. Some people would smell this. Oh, that's mass appealing because they like the crazy shit. The people that like the crazy shit, this probably isn't super challenging to them, but for the vast majority of us, a little bit of a challenge here. For those of you designer buffs that mostly wear designer fragrances, definitely a challenge. There's got to be castoreum. Gotta be. Gotta be. I will be shocked if it's not. Oud, no shit. I don't see it listed. Then it's the oud note they use is, I hate to throw this word out there, a little fecal. A little bit. A little bit. I hate to say it because now you're really turned off and put off when I say that. Oud, honey, patchouli, clove, lavender, more patchouli, cashmere wood, sandalwood, cinnamon, amber, earthy notes, no shit, Sherlock, musk, tobacco, tonka bean, vanilla. 6.2 out of 10, 18 ratings because this ain't for everybody. Spicy, woody, earthy, green, animalistic. Yeah, it's very animalic. Yeah, no shit. I can't help but laugh because, like, I wasn't expecting this, and the way I have to describe it, because it's what it is, the way I have to describe it is there's no way around it. It's not going to sound enticing. I don't think so anyways. And when you smell it, it's got charm. It does. I don't literally mean it smells like actual shit, okay? When I say a little fecal, it's kind of hard to walk the tightrope to really get across exactly what you mean and find the right word. This is one of those fragrances where it's a challenge to wear, but it's a little bit of a challenge to describe as well. Because it's not a bad fragrance at all. Not at all. Now, when would I wear this? I couldn't tell you. I don't know when and where. When would I want to be this interesting? Wearability is super low here for me. Super low. But boy, I can appreciate the art to this one. This one's interesting. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but boy, there's a challenge here. That honey's setting in a bit more, getting more sweet, but it's over the top, animalic, green, and earthy. Oh, yeah. This one excites me because I don't get these olfactive experiences every day, especially I didn't know what to expect. I had no clue what I was about to smell. I expected earthy based on the name and the picture and then the color of the bottle. I was like, all right, it's going to be very green, probably quite earthy. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I kind of like it. I know. I kind of like it. It kind of works. Not kind of works. It works. This is, I think, based on everything new that I've smelled this year, this would be the most risky blind buy of everything new that I've smelled this year. Everything that came out in 2024. This is not a bad fragrance. This is not a bad release. This is just for certain people. This is for certain people that enjoy artistic niche perfumery, that like the more challenging ouds. And look, this isn't the most natural oud, I'm sure, but this is more of a realistic oud than anything Mancera. Yeah, I'm curious on the oud oil here, because this one I would believe to be real oud. Based on the way this smells, I would venture to say there's real oud here. I'm assuming based on the smell. They could just, the perfumer just could be masterfully blending this to where it smells real. And it's actually a synthetic. I don't know, but based on what I'm smelling, I'm willing to throw a little assumption out there that this one's real oud. Because I could have swore 10 Ways to Sunday that was a nice dose of castoreum. Tomato with the smell. The wearability has to factor, but I got to just go off a smell here. It's a first impression. It's strictly off a smell with first impressions. And it's like a 7.75. It's very good. If you like this style, it's very good. It's just, I can't imagine too many people, at least not that watch this channel, that would be into this. Some of you would be, for sure. I don't know. Spencer's name keeps rolling through my head that he might like this because it's a hefty dose of patchouli. That's the main earthiness I'm getting here. Spencer likes the patchouli. I don't know how you feel about this type of oud, though, Spencer. But your name keeps ringing in my head as somebody that might appreciate this fragrance. Just saying. It's getting better as it dries, too. That oud smell is toning down greatly. It's becoming more about greens and earthiness with a touch of spice and some sweetness. That funk is in the opening. It's much more tame. Just in a few minutes, it's tamed. It's getting a lot better. I might even be undershooting it with a 7.75. To be honest with you, it's getting pretty good. I like it. You know what? We're going to call it an 8. Fuck it. It's an 8 out of 10. It's great. Now it's starting to settle down. It's way better. It wasn't bad in the opening. It was just like, oh, okay. This ain't for everyone. Still, wearability for me is low. Really low. Like, it'd have to be like a banquet or something. You know when the last time that was been? At least 3 years. 3 years? When we were in Texas. It's over 3 years. When we were in Texas was the last time I had a banquet of any kind that I would want to wear something daring like this, because it's daring fragrance. This is a fragrance to show out and be the most interesting man in the room. Yeah. Because that opening will be gone by the time you get wherever you're going. So you don't have to worry about people. Somebody smell like shit. And you can't worry about that. It's basically becoming a patchouli fragrance, like a very heavy patchouli. It's getting really good. Yeah, My Nature, 8 out of 10. Opening's challenging. Opening's challenging as shit. But when it starts to settle a little bit into the heart, it's way better. 8 out of 10. Was not expecting it to smell like that. That was quite a surprise. A treat, believe it or not, but a surprise nonetheless. Let's get caught up in the chat. I wonder what you guys think about that reaction. I get pretty much none. There's a lot of notes in there, dude. I get pretty much none. I would advise checking out my review on Burlington 1819. What's going on, my man? Bodicea the Victorious, Vetiver Imperial, with that screw you guys money. Jason's got. He's getting all fancy on us with Bodicea. Good to see you, Jay. It's in my P.O. box. I still need to go get. I got Rafe's package. I got Kaylin's package. I still need to get stuff out my P.O. box. But yeah, Mike messaged me the other day. We got something special heading your way. I'm assuming it's that. He didn't tell me what it was, but I'm assuming it's that. So that's just, we talked about it. I said, so he didn't tease it on Facebook. It was in the Zaharoff stories, and people took screenshots and put it in the group. So that's what that was. Because we talked about it. Because there's a bunch of stuff he's got worked up. Like, y'all don't understand what you're going to get for your money here. I can't wait to show you guys. So he hasn't done any the stuff he's doing for this. He's never done before. It's a true limited edition collectible. All the stuff he's doing, and they're marked. They're 500. Everything that comes is etched with a marking. Everything that's printed has the numbered marking, signed. You'll see. You'll see. The bottle presentation isn't the same. Is it like the base? The actual bottle is the same. It's paint. It's a different color though. Cap's different. Not the same box. I can only divulge so much right now, but it's very different. And the oil is very, very expensive and exquisite, and the way it performs is very unique. Because this I have said, it wears light, but fills rooms and lasts until you scrub it off. Forever and ever and ever, it lasts. Yes, forever and ever and ever. I got to shake my head like this because it's ridiculous. Forever and ever and ever. Yeah, sure. You know you like it. Shut up. Get from Five Below. That sounds about right. Yeah. Let me borrow a couple dollars and check on it. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty much where it's at for me. I think it's better than Blue de Chanel EDP. Loewe 7 Cobalt, better than Blue de Chanel EDP. They have more character. This one, the Zero, deeper fragrance. It's Blue de Chanel with more depth. It's not exactly the same, but I totally understand why people say it smells like it. I think it's better. See, I'm the opposite. I prefer it. Aralfa or Green Irish Tweed? Ooh, Aralfa, because everybody's got Green Irish Tweed. That's like a go-to for people when it comes to Creed. Aralfa doesn't get enough love. That's a grown man citrus aromatic. That's not the playful, aquatic, fresh, Ambroxan stuff of today. That's old school citrus fragrance. Aralfa, man. That's been on the want list for a long time. I used to have 5 ml. It's been a couple of years since that decant's been gone. Ooh. A little bit of Ambroxan setting in on Mango Land. Man, it's good. After this challenge to smell Mango Land, talk about refreshing. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Dark Rebel's my favorite. Dark Rebel's the best fragrance they have ever made. And they got a bunch of good ones, but that's hands down the best one. It's smoky, it's boozy, it's got prominent castoreum. It's a work of art. That's back when we were all saying they were like niche quality at cheapy price. I remember that, the early John Varvatos fragrances, the quality was great. That's what I'm saying. The way I'm describing it's going to make it sound bad. It's not as bad as I made it. Like the verbiage I used makes it sound worse. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just not going to be for everyone. Some people would think it's terrible. And some people would be like, oh, now we're talking. About time we make something like this. It's so much better now, too. Okay. I thought of you because of the patchouli. I have not tried that one from Guerlain. No worries, no worries. You'll probably very much like this then. Probably would be your favorite Micallef fragrance because this isn't the typical mass appealing stuff that they've been doing. Red Colorado is pretty mass appealing. The Desir Toxics are very mass appealing. Gin Tonic, of course, super mass appealing. I think you'd be surprised, Spencer. It's becoming all about patchouli. Honestly, now that it's settled in, probably a little bit better than this. Now that it's settling in a bit. Don't get me wrong, overall, if we're talking straight up like the better patchouli, that's got a little bit more, you're familiar with this, a little bit more freshness in the top. That's a bit more inviting at first. This is less inviting at first. It gets inviting once you sit down and hang out for a while. You got to get to know it. This one's outgoing and gives you a hug as soon as you walk in the door. That one, not so talkative at first. They got to warm up to you. My nature's got to warm up to you. That's how I think the best way I could describe it. The Bishop, White Glove Bandit, strikes again. Late but smelling great. It is Thursday. He's wearing Spice Bomb Night Vision Eau de Toilette. Creed Original Santal. Excellent, excellent, excellent choice. Hell yeah. Definitely catching the replay after. Well, there you go with your bad self. After I get all the signature collection, which fragrance house would you recommend to check out? I'm torn between City Rhythm, Xerjoff, and Raja Dove. Oh, man, Raja Dove. First recommendation from each house was City Rhythm. That's kind of tough. He's got a lot of good stuff. Depends on your taste, because if you like tropical fragrances, St. John's phenomenal. New Orleans is what I would have said, but they discontinued it if you like bourbon-heavy fragrances. But Manhattan, probably a good spot to start. His signature scent tobacco, it's violet leaf tobacco fragrance. Very much a masculine signature scent. It's an aromatic, leafy type of tobacco, daily wear kind of stuff. I would say Manhattan would be a good spot to start with City Rhythm. With Xerjoff, that could be anywhere from 40 knots to Renaissance to Naxos to Mephisto. It depends on your taste. There's a lot of good starting points with that. And with Raja Dove, Elysium's a basic answer. I think you want to start with some of his aromatic fougères that are not blue fragrances, like Danger Parfum Cologne would be a really good one to start with. That's a really good one to start with. Isola Blue's fantastic. It's on the safer side, though. But to step more into that classic masculine feel, just done to the 10th power, Danger Parfum Cologne, I think, would be a good one to start with. And then, because you can explore so much more challenges and fresh stuff and amber ouds and florals. They got some shit. You know what I mean? He's got some serious complex stuff. But I think a good spot would be Danger Parfum Cologne to start. It tames some of that oud after about a minute or two. I got a little dose of honey. And then it's really settled into a lot more hint of the clove, a lot of patchouli, and a little bit of sweet that's not just honey. It's probably the vanilla. They got tonka bean. Yeah, they got tonka bean in here. So it's got to be the tonka bean that I'm getting a little bit of that sweet. It doesn't just smell like honey. It's all about patchouli, though. I get a lot of patchouli. A lot of patchouli. Spencer, I really think you'd like this one. I do. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be fans of something like this. There's going to be people that there's no chance they would like it. Clive Christian, 1872. I hear that is a classic. Baby Cat for Newt. You did a soft live stream clap. Great choice. Let's see. Let me skip on down because we got one more. Mr. Sean, good to see you, sir. It's so for about 2 years, once in a while I mention, oh, George's best fragrance hasn't even come out yet. This is the one I've been talking about. He keeps mentioning Precious Treasure. Hint, hint. Basilia is not the name of the fragrance. It's the name of the collection. He keeps telling you about his precious treasure. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Quorum. Speaking of old school masculine, Jesus, great choice. Barbados Indigo, yes. KEDP, really? I think it's better than KEDP. I really like that Himalayan poppy in it. A little minty green even. I like it. It's worth a sample. It's a bold-ass blind buy. That's a dangerous fucking blind buy. But you're the person that came to mind when I started getting a lot of patchouli, because I know you're a big patchouli fan. Herod. I know you meant PDM. Typos. It happens. It happens. Zaharoff Seraphim Blue. Had an urge for it. I wore it just the other night. Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Not just because of the New Orleans bias. It's like, it's crazy, boozy, praline. I had somebody try to make fun of the way I say praline. I'm from South Louisiana. We don't say pralines. Most of us don't. It's like 50-50. Say praline. I had somebody like trying to make a joke. Like I had to bite my tongue. I try to bite my tongue a lot in my comments. Because I don't owe anybody an explanation on why I say certain things a certain way. Some people say praline, some people say praline. But anyways, it smells very authentic. It's very patisserie. The beignets, it's got that pastry smell to it with just like pouring a bottle of bourbon over them, though. It's heavy bourbon. So good. I have not gotten it yet. Chronic Macerator, the best name on YouTube. Been a whole, I think you meant while. These typos get us sometimes, huh? Trying to get back on my feet after the hurricane. Today is Creed Cedre Blanc. Okay. Some of their special stuff. All right. Not this run-of-the-mill fragrances. Thanks for the super chat. I'm glad to hear you getting back on your feet. French Defense Mentor and Jadot. Amen. Amen to that. Lalique Ombre Noir on the way and one other one. I hope you enjoy it. I need cooler weather to wear stuff like that. All of a sudden, because you'll notice I got a lot of fresh stuff. Aside from Supremacy Not Only Intense, everything this week's been fresh. That Seraphim Blue right behind Profondo Parfum, my Sauvage aftershave. Just like this isn't super fresh, but it's not super heavy either. It's boozy apple and spice, you know, but it's not super heavy. But mainly fresh stuff. No worries, Tay. Glad to see you, my man. Thank God. I'm glad that's BS because I told George about that. He's like, why are they doing that? I don't know. I told him about it. I was like, man, I couldn't believe that. Like, why would they do that? I said, the Creed family's got to be disappointed because they sold it. He's like, they got their money. They don't care. It's a good point. They probably wouldn't. They made a lot of money selling it. It's been sold twice since the Creed family had it. So it's been sold. Creed's been sold twice since I've been on YouTube. So I'm glad that's not real. I'm thrilled that's not real. I think it's ridiculous to name it that. I've heard so many good things. It actually does smell like the drink. Okay, because that's my grandmother's favorite drink. There you go. Ooh, great choice. Great choice, Gary. Sweetie Oud's actually a great place to start. To start your first Raja Dove fragrance? Really? It smells like, well, yeah. I mean, it's special, but I don't know if I would have dipped my toe with that as my first introduction to the house. Because what if he doesn't like the patisserie, sweet cinnamon spice? It smells like a bakery. You know what I mean? Like, what if he don't like shit like that? I was thinking a little more less risque with a masculine profile like an aromatic fougere. That's why I say Danger Parfum cologne, not Danger Parfum. Danger Parfum's more heavy cloves and like super old school powerhouse, like old man, you know, whereas the Parfum cologne, much more easy to enjoy, citruses, kind of a tamer version. You see where that's where my head was. I'm with you on Sweetie Oud. That shit is amazing. It's amazing. I love Sweetie Oud. That's a very special occasion fragrance with the wife that we're going to be debating on Tuesday for my anniversary for dinner. And because we are doing Italian, and I typically wear that when we do Italian, but we're streaming before I go to dinner, and we're going to discuss the 5 options I'm debating on. I'm going to let you guys pick what I wear that night. Gave it a go to him. So there you go for the gentleman asking. I think it was Gary that asked. I might be wrong, but I forgot Jason bought it on eBay. Yeah. My favorite is Cologne, believe it or not. Then Layton's number 2, but Cologne. I love the spices to it. I'm ready for some cool weather, man. And see, some people say pecan, some people say pecan. It's more, I'd say pecan, but some people, people that talk flat, old school Cajuns, they say pecan. I've heard that a lot when I was a little kid. Yeah, it's not the right way to say it, but how do they say it? Yeah, see, pecan. Yeah, exactly. That's a Southern thing. That's an old school Southern thing. No worries, sir. Isola Blue and Sweetie Oud, same buy. Well, you got two sides of the spectrum there because Isola Blue is super safe. That's a super safe option. I stand by it. I'm not arguing it. Sweetie Oud's amazing. You won't hear me say a bad word about Sweetie Oud. I just thought it was interesting. She's like, no, start with that one. I don't think there's really a bad one to start with. There's just more challenging ones to start with. And by no means am I calling Sweetie Oud challenging. It's just, it depends on how he feels about these sweet bakery type scents, because that's basically what it is. Oh, yeah. It's good. I picked it up at Burlington. Altera. Layton. Yeah, I love Layton. Layton's my favorite. So we got one more. Summer in Antigua. Andraus Parfums. Put that down. I have no idea what the notes are, but I know it's going to be a summer fragrance. That's pretty obvious, right? Let's see what we're working with here. Summer in Antigua. Two sprays. That's aquatic. Ooh, super fresh and airy. Freshwater. We get freshwater aquatic. No saltiness here. And green, fresh greens like bamboo. Could be wrong. It might not have bamboo, but that's what came to mind. That kind of smell. Almost like a better opening to Starwalker. That's what I thought, bamboo. Like really fresh water green. Like really inviting. Super, super, super fresh. This might have pomelo and stuff like that. Like green. A lot of green. Fresh water and green. No spicy green, though. I'm not saying there won't be any notes in there that represent green spice, but I don't get a spicy green smell. I get a very fresh green. This kind of reminds me of fragrances like, speaking of Varvatos, Artisan Aqua, Artisan Blue, stuff like that. Much more watery, but that type of green. Any of you familiar with those two? That kind of green. Way better quality than those, but it's like really, really fresh. Like surprisingly, I think this is the safest and freshest of Sammy's niche collections. I've smelled almost all of his releases. This is by far, I think, the safest fragrance. I don't know how anybody could not like Mangoland. Oh my God, it's still crazy juicy. It's rich, biting into fruits. That I don't see how anybody could not like. Summer in Antigua. Summer in Antigua. If you say it too fast, Summer in Antigua, it just doesn't work. Summer in Antigua is so over the top fresh. I can't imagine anyone not liking this either. This is a very safe niche fragrance too. What is the greens? Let's see. I'm gonna give Parfuma one more shot. Otherwise, we're gonna pull that card up. Okay, so that one's here. And that's his newest release. American Mint, Italian Bergamot, Marine Notes, Paraguayan Petitgrain. There's my fresh green. No wonder I like it. Sicilian Lemon, Lang Lang, Lily of the Valley, Orange Blossom, American Cedar, French Kelp, and White Musk. Very clean. Very, very clean musk. And the Marine Notes is very fresh water. It's not salt water like you might think when you see Marine Notes. And the mint is just enough to make it over the top fresh, and it adds to the green. So you mix this mint with petitgrain. Like this whole top is so, here's our F-bomb. It is so fucking good in the opening. My Lord. I can't imagine anybody not enjoying it. I'm wearing this out the shower tonight. This is my out the shower fragrance tonight. This is so fresh, like over the top fresh. I really like this. Let's look at the card now that we've looked at that. Bergamot, marine notes, petitgrain, lemon, mint, orange blossom, lily of the valley, lang-a-lang, cedarwood, musk, and seaweed, or French kelp, as they're calling it on Parfumo. Man, it's really good. Good job, Sammy. This one's an 8.5. Yeah, I would take this over Mangoland, and mango is my favorite fruity note in perfume. Yeah, man. I would take Summer in Antigua. The petitgrain just steals my heart. When there's prominent petitgrain in a fragrance, I'm won over immediately. I guess it's one of my favorite notes. I've learned that over the years, that I love a good petitgrain note. That fresh green smell. Now it's enhanced with marine notes and mint. So good. Is it groundbreaking? No, it just smells great. So refreshing after something challenging. That's so much better now that it's settled down. Ma Nature. We got 3 really good ones here, guys. Ma Nature is a dangerous blind buy. If you're interested in that, definitely don't buy more than a sample. Now, if you're interested in either of Sammy's fragrances, they are safe. They are safe. I normally don't recommend blind buying anything. I don't know what the sample situation is. Let's go check out his website. I have no idea. Samples. Okay, so we do have sample options. Obviously, samples are the smart way to go. $7, and you can build a set. 2 ml. So you can pick from them. Sugarland, Cocoland, Summer in Antigua, Wonder Dream, Heavenly Place. See, I wasn't a fan of Heavenly Place. Mangoland is, yeah, Summer in Antigua, Mangoland, definitely worth checking out. And you just pick each one. So there you go, $7 a sample. I would recommend sampling, but if you're like, nope, this is it, I'm going to just go ahead and grab it. I don't encourage it, but nothing risky here. I can't imagine somebody not liking them. I mean, I got the websites linked in the chat if you want to check them out. The Micallef one's an affiliate link. I do earn a small commission if you buy through that. Don't buy it if you're not interested. Sample. Don't blind buy that bottle. The Andraus Parfums stuff is just there for your convenience if you want to go check them out and shop with Sammy. But this, I'm wearing this tonight. It's so fresh. I can't get away from that word. That's the most basic and generic shit a person can say about a fragrance is, oh, it's fresh. Those people smelling and rating on the streets, that's the only thing anybody knows how to fucking say is, oh, it's fresh. It smells fresh. Well, I think this one's fresh. Oh, that one's definitely fresh. That's the only word anybody on the street knows when it comes to a fragrance. So it's the most generic shit you can say. But it fits so well with this. It is so amazingly airy, fresh, refreshing, and very inviting because it's so fresh. We're wearing that tonight. 8.5 out of 10. Can't change my mind on that. That's expensive as shit, though. It's amazing. That's one of the best openings ever. Ever, in my opinion. And what I think the best of the 3 Elysiums. That's why the reason I said Elysium is kind of the boring answer, because most people would say Elysium. That's why I was like, it's kind of the generic, boring answer to give. Because, of course, somebody should try Elysium. Everybody should try Elysium, I think, especially the Parfum specifically. I think everybody should try it. Because there's tons of clones out there, but none of them are Elysium Parfum. They'll get close, and you can say they're good enough. Oh, it performs better, whatever. They're not Elysium Parfum. Now, the Parfum Cologne, I get it, because it's pretty synthetic, but it's still really magical. You're right. Oh, yeah. That's one of the best openings ever. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't like that one. That's the one I don't like. That's why he's saying that. That's the one I just don't like it. You might like it. I don't like it, Hot Lux. It's H-A-U-T, I believe. H-A-U-T-E, Hot Lux. You see him pour home, and man, it's good. So it's not bamboo though, it's petitgrain. I've never heard of Nautica Voyage Watery Green because Nautica Voyage isn't green, but no, it doesn't smell like Nautica Voyage. You have a good one, Giancarlo. I wouldn't. Very different fragrances, like very different. You're talking about Mango Land, I'm assuming, because somewhere in Antigua, it's not even remotely close. This is very different, because Bonnie's more about the papaya than the mango. Whereas this is like biting into the fruit. It's super juicy, very rich. Yeah, they're both amazing. Definitely in the realm. Yeah. Sammy's got some expensive oils here with his niche line. Yeah. I want to say Givaudan. Could be wrong. I think Givaudan. Hell yeah, sir. Hell yeah. Sweet Botswana. Never heard of it. This is my first time wearing it. I'm a school counselor. I had a meeting and parent teachers stopped in the meeting to compliment me and figure out what I was wearing. Well, go ahead with your bad self. Definitely uses fresh as a descriptor for everything, not even clean or aquatic or shower gel. Yeah, fresh is the most generic thing you can say about a fragrance. Most fragrances that are, for the masses that get compliment stuff, that all of them have some kind of freshness to them. It's the most generic shit you can say. It really is. And that's why I hate to use it unless it's 100% the best way to describe what I'm smelling. And that is 100% the best way to describe what I'm smelling here. Super fresh, watery, and green. Fresh water, specifically, not a salt water. A fresh water accord with a lot of that petitgrain and mint. And it's like mint leaf, too. It's not toothpaste. It's not bubble gum. It's none of that. This is some good shit. Some good shit. I got to give Sammy his due here. Yeah, Hot Lux is very expensive. It's super expensive. Yeah, there you go. I think from discounters, it's like $1,800 or some shit like that. Let's see if Fragrance Buy's got it. Just out of curiosity. They do. So when it comes up, look at that price. $2,006. I don't know if it's in stock, but that's what they sell it for. That's the secret way to look at a price. You just start typing it and don't click anything, because if it's out of stock, it won't show. No, they got it. 100 ml, $2,006.89. Should you buy this? No. Even if I liked it, I'd still say no. It's $2,000 from discounters. Now, if you have it like that to throw around, like you're wearing actual real Audemars Piguet Royal Oaks and Patek Philippe Nautilus and stuff like that, you got real money. Sure, if you like it, buy it. It's a flex. To very few people that would give a shit in the first place, very few people would care. But it's, for those that got it like that. It ain't for me. Even if it was $100, I don't like it. So we're still not to 100 likes. We're down to 79 people. We're losing people at this point because we're done talking the niche fragrances. Yeah, it's wild, man. I would never. Valentino, one more intense. Tomorrow I get Naxos and Sedley. Keep phenomenal work, good sir. Your channel brings so much light to my day. With Shauno 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. I know it's corny as shit. It just happened, but thank you. I appreciate that. You got some great stuff coming, and you smell great. Is it the old bottle or is it newer formula? Does it have the stud collar on the neck? That's the newer ones like I got. They came out like 2021, I think, where they added the nutmeg, where it's got the spice. Because the old one didn't have the spice. That one smelled more like the Aroma Intense, whereas this one's got the spice, so it's like it adds more character and depth. A Raja Dove fragrance. Diaghilev. It was sent to me. I didn't buy it because I wouldn't. This is what it costs from discounters. It's $1,800 retail. I don't know if they got it in stock. Yeah, they don't have it in stock, but Diaghilev's $562 from discounters. but the retail on it's like 1,800 or 1,500, something like that. That was one they sent me years ago. And it's incredible. And a special occasion only because it's so complex. It changes a lot. It's very ambery, fruits, spices. It's an amber fragrance. It's amazing. But it's way expensive. I would never buy that fragrance. If they didn't send it to me, I wouldn't own it. That's the God's honest truth. Thankful, but yeah, I would never. It's so expensive. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey, let them go. I don't care. Last time we had the funniest drop off was when we talked like how Two Live Crew got mentioned earlier. When we started talking hip hop for like 40 minutes, we went from like 130 to 60. Like that. They were out. They were out of here when we started talking hip hop. I enjoy the show. My dad has not started until I watched your latest video. My day hasn't started, my bad. Well, I appreciate that, Gary. Thank you very much, man. I sure appreciate that. In the $300 range, probably my Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. It was like $330. 300 is kind of like the max I'm willing to spend. Most of the time in the low 200s, like 250 is normally my cap. But I did buy Pacific Chill from Louis Vuitton. It was like $330 after tax, $340, something like that. Jasada Ambassador, that's a hell of a choice. That's good stuff. Dedrick's going live. Well, I'm going to have to harass him, shouldn't I? Bishop, you going live with him? It's Thursday. Oh, no, Thursday is normally Heather. I don't know. Let me look. Let me see. He is live. That's why I'm losing some people. I got Terrence. All right. Y'all bunch of haters done ran. How far into it is he? 10 minutes. Y'all couldn't wait till we got to an hour and a half. Y'all couldn't wait 10 more minutes to go run to Dedrick. Oh, I'm about to give him hell. Oh, I'm going to give him hell. Look at him right there. I'm going to give him hell. I'm going to go give him hell in a minute. We shut it down here a little bit. Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on a fragrance. That's crazy talk. You can buy a whole collection of fragrances for that. Oh, see, I don't get green from Nautical Voyage. Fresh and watery, yeah, for sure. Vibe, sure. Profile, not exactly. That's a good one. It's kind of like Blue de Chanel ADP. I think it's better, though. Yeah, we really cut loose over there. Shilling would be a deceitful practice where you earn a backdoor commission that you're not making known up front. People misuse that word all the time. Nothing about what you're saying even remotely fits that word. Nothing I say remotely fits that word, but people are stupid. And people are sheep. And if they hear another stupid person say it and they're a stupid sheep, they follow along. If they share that energy, people are stupid, man. Not everybody. A lot of people on the internet are stupid. They prove it to me daily. Because like that nasty word gets used very nastily. Nastily, is that a word? It gets thrown around in a hateful manner, and they don't even know the meaning of it. As far as I know, nobody's being deceitful and lying about making commissions and stuff like that. And everybody's pretty upfront, and if they don't say it verbally, it's usually in video descriptions and stuff. At least I do both. I say it and it's in the video description. Pretty upfront, you know. So again, people are stupid. We are the core. I mean, we got less than the core. Some of the core done abandoned me. The core is around 100 people. The core done left and shagged ass on me. That's pricey though. But I mean, for the right fragrance, if it's something you hardly do, you know, spend that much. See, I haven't tried that one. It's true, sir. It's true. I'm grabbing C'est la Route by Louis Vuitton in a couple of weeks. Eventually, that one will be discontinued too. See, I wish I would have got Cactus Garden. I got a decan of it. That got discontinued before I even got a decan. I like that. I'd like to have a bottle of it. Well, that's because you love me, Spencer, and I sure appreciate that. The person is smart. People are stupid. I like that. I see where you're going with that. Hashtag Team Core. Have you tried any Ether Perfumes fragrances? I have Lamal Elixir Twist. It's a banger. Also, you can create a fragrance up to 3 cents. No, sir. I am unfamiliar. So I guess we'll do the right thing like Spike Lee and go ahead and shut it down, and everybody can head on over to Dedrick. So I appreciate you guys for hanging with me. I appreciate the super chats and all that good jive. And I would suggest checking out some of these. If anything you heard here today sounds interesting, sample. Do not blind buy. Nothing here is so exciting that it's like, ho, you need to get this. Some pretty good stuff, but nothing that's, pressing to own. Not that I think, some unique and not so unique at the same time, depending on the fragrance. Sammy's 2 fragrances, super, super safe. Really good stuff, but super safe. And then we had a challenging one. It's gotten so much better. Spencer, I'm telling you, you should try this one. All about the patchouli. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure to like the stream before you go. Head on over to Dedrick Hicks Jr., my brother from another mother, and we'll have a good old time over there. Y'all have a good one.